Alrighty, so pre-market analysis. Um, let's start with GU. So GU overall is bullish on the daily time frame. We came mitigated a bit deeper, and then we had that truck. Now we're continuing bullish. Yes, the daily internal is bearish, but um, for now, what I can see is that price want to push higher. We swept the supply right there. Uh, we're reacting from a fractal demand, and we're pushing higher. We have a lot of liquidity to target, so my bias is bullish, potentially breaking that daily internal high, or at least breaking the fractal high there. So H4 overall is bearish, but my internal is bullish. Same thing here. We don't have any real sign of any bearish intent or rejection. So internal is bullish. We have that internal demand. We reacted to that. We got that truck pulled back to the sell to buy demand, and now we're pushing higher. So my target will potentially be the internal weak high. M15 is bullish as well, right? So that's our swing low, that's our swing high. We mitigated the flip, if you want to call it. I mean, that's a flip, right? It flipped that supply right there. We mitigated that flip, gave us an IBOS, and then we pushed higher. So now we're in phase A, right? Pro internal, pro swing, overall in line with the higher time frame direction. We have that internal low just created now. We have that fresh demand right there. We'll see if price will give us any sort of pullback to that demand, and then we'll look for an entry. And yeah, anyway, we can just follow the internal structure until we break that swing weak high and the internal H4 weak high as well. So that's my analysis for EU for GU. Let's start with EU now. EU is kind of the same. So what happened is we have a flip support or supply right there on the daily, right? Daily is bearish. We're looking for price to potentially mitigate deeper into the premium area. So I'm looking for price to push higher, right? So I'm expecting this to be broken. We already gave us a shock and then a push to the upside. So we created the fractal demand that now we're respecting. On the H4, internal is, I mean, swing is bearish still, internal is bearish, but our fractal is bullish. We came to that demand, that daily demand, and we had an eye chock, right? And a push to the upside that shows us that price wanna continue moving up. On the M15, swing is bullish, internal is bullish, phase A, so that's aligned, right? That's our internal low right there, and that's our internal high right there. All right. So that's phase A. So looking for buys, potentially break that internal high and then break that swing high as well. Now, once we mitigated that discount, we didn't really mitigate any demand, but we just shifted bullish on the fractal structure. So it's phase A plus we got that chock. So fractal structure is bullish. The eye chock there, fractal. So our fractal structure is bullish as well. Now we're looking, or I'm looking to only follow that fractal structure until we break both that internal high and that M15 swing high as well, right there. So yeah, that's my internal, or that's my fractal low, or internal low. We can call it both. Because my internal range is quite large, and we have that unmitigated demand right there that I'm looking for price to give us an entry from. just quick notice, just we didn't sweep any liquidity. We don't have any inducement, so let's just keep that in mind. GU as well. We swept this liquidity right there, but we don't have any inducement, so I wouldn't be surprised if price just push through this level. Although I'm expecting some sort of if we get any sort of LC2A from that level, right? I'm expecting a continuation to the upside, to be fair. So so either wait for chalk right there or wait for an entry LC1 or LC2A. So that's all for the daily pre-market analysis, and we'll see if we get any entry today.